Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Trayvon Smith. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
4 yards remain for second down. Now Mills. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4 inches. Foot down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. This is taken around the 12. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The Bears are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 18. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. Second and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, here's Mills.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But fighting the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On third down, here's Mills.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Mills to Cooks there, and that connection good for a Houston first. Mills to the air again.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
To throw is Fields.
Here's Griffin on the catch.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Now a give running left with Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Byron Pringle, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are once again back in front.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Touchdown here, Santos, to kick this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 25-yard line.
A first down throw for Mills.
Eluding them, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Mills. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So that's going to push him back half the distance. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Balaj. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a 1st down.
On play action, Mills. Finds his man, it's John Mechie.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
The Houston Texans were looking to add another playmaker to its receiving group this offseason, and they'll certainly get that from John Mechie from Alabama. He had over 2,000 yards in his final 2 years with the Crimson Tide. Expect to see him involved early and often in every game, and really be a good blocker when they run the ball as well. Here, he catches the football and moves the chains.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
To throw, Mills.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. And again back to Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now it's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
1st down, here's the run to Montgomery. And able to work his way down to the 16. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Fields now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Herbert.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll run with Montgomery.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A final shot before the break. Fields driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete.
The coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dive defense, blocking in the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's Fields. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Fields.
Got an open man. It's Pringle. Touchdown, Chicago! Byron Pringle, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Brevin Jordan, 75 yards.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
David Montgomery, his second rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Throwing, Mills. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Off the play fake, Mills. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
Touchdown, Bears!
Cole Kmet,
58 yards.
and the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
He's got Jordan complete right side.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
3rd and long for Mills.
Escaping the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down. But to no
Mills, fourth down, gotta have it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will remain at 23. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Tackle made by Rasheem Green. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Malik Collins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On third down, here's Mills.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Fourth down, Mills.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And they take a knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they will take a knee here. Turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're